ready to enter the battlefield with the latest Gundam card game? In this video, we're going to break down every single green card you need to know before launch, so you can build your perfect deck and dominate day one. Whether you're a veteran card game player or just a Gundam fan looking to dive into something brand new, I've got you covered. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more Gundam card updates, deck strategies, and gameplay tips. And don't forget to share your favorite cards in the comments down below. Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright, so green in the Gundam card game encompasses mainly of the original Gundam's Zeon faction and of course Gundam Wing. Now some may think it's kind of weird because one is Gundam and the other one is Zeon, but if you think about it, like a space colony faction here. Anyways, let's go over one of the best cards in the game right now. We have Wing Gundam, and good thing because he can't be played until turn 6, but man, when he lands, it is on. So we have Breach 5, and what this ability does, it says when this unit attacks, destroys an enemy, deal the specified number of damage to a card in that opponent's shield area. So if you block, it's going to deal 5 damage to whatever shield you have, and nothing right now is going to survive that breach. And as an additional effect, it says this unit may choose any active enemy unit that is level 4 or lower as its attack target. So even if you don't block and you're just standing, you don't have any rest of units, it's just going to be able to choose whoever and just destroy them. So being able to use this as like a spot removal is really good too. And yes, this only targets level 4, but it depends. Like for a deck like mine, generally I might only run a lot level 4s or lower. But man, this guy's just gonna look at my entire deck and just destroy it. So now this is really awesome. I really hope they do this for all of the Wing Gundams here in this kind of specific splash style. I've seen this done in other kind of Bandai card games where they have like the black and white scheme with the color splash in the background. So we have the green splash there. All right, and we have the Wing Gundam bird mode. This card is really awesome too. So when deployed, place an EX resource into play. So in this game, you can have up to 5 EX resources. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, guys. And EX resource is essentially like a resource where if you tap it, it'll disappear, but essentially can ramp you up. And of course, if you want to play this guy, you got to play this guy in order to get up to the bigger Wing Gundam. And we have the Maganak. Now, I talked about the Maganak not having an effect here and kind of sad about that, but right now, of course, I believe in how the game is set up, they should be making more Maganaks in the future because this is just the base unit. They do have different types of Maganaks in the show. Catra can bring these guys out for free from your hand, and so that'd be kind of cool if they had different types of Maganaks that can come out for free. In here we have the hero himself. I know you guys look at that artwork and immediately think of Toonami, that Toonami-esque artwork, and when you read this card, you think of Optimus Prime voice in the background. This unit gains +1 AP and +1 HP when linked. All right, I'm not gonna do that anymore. The amount of stats this guy gives is incredible. For only cost 1, yes, it's on level 4. However, it gives +2/+1 normally, but if it's linked to obviously one of his Wing Gundam units, it's gonna give it +3/+2 instead. The Wing Gundam can attack it to whoever he wants. So that's pretty good. If you could combine some good repair with the Wing Gundam, think about that, guys. Repair the Wing Gundam and have him just kill everything. That might be pretty nasty. And here we have the command card, simultaneous fire with the pilot Troll Barton. I do love it how it just shows the pilot himself. Troll doing what Troll does best, and that's shooting 1 trillion bullets in every direction. And so its ability says choose one of your unit, it gains Breach 3 during this turn. Now I wonder if you can give Breach 3 to something that already has Breach 3, for example, and does it just have Breach 6 for, you know, at that point? If something has Breach 2, give Breach 3, is that Breach 5? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And we have the Catra Wababa winner. So it says action. During this battle, your shield area cards can't receive any damage from enemy units that are level 4 or lower. Being able to just like stop your opponent or fog your opponent from just being able to kill you with the weenie board is pretty good. The St. Gabriel Institute. Let's just go over his ability here. So when deployed, add one of your shields to your hand, then look at the top 2 cards of your deck and return one to the top and the other to the bottom. Now being able to kind of scry your deck is pretty good here. All right, and now we have a Zaku 1. Turn 1, cost 1 at 1/2. Amazing art. Look at that Zaku 1. No weapons, just all shoulder pad. that art, I think it looks really good. It's like, is that too much for just a common 1 cost? I don't know, but I do like it. I do love how it looks. And then we have, of course, the next one up, the Zaku 2. And now he has the spikes on his shoulder, but he's not shoulder bashing you because, of course, he now has a gun. It says when he attacks, this unit gains +2 attack during this turn. So this card is just infinitely better than the old one. Being able to attack as a 3/2 is pretty good. Being able to put 3 damage onto something, knocking out almost most cards in the game, honestly. A lot of cards only have about 3 life, things like that, and being able to knock out like that beginning shield there, and only the cost of 1 on turn 2. So he won't attack till turn 3, but this is pretty solid. It's a pretty solid card. And here we have the Char Asnable. During this turn, this unit gains +1 attack, and if it's linked, it gains high maneuver. Again, that means this unit cannot be blocked. Pretty good. This is like one of those cards where if you dig for it, it can almost become like a kill card if you put on, obviously if you link it. Art in here, of course, we have the alt art for the Char. My only issue with this particular alt art is the fact that his hair looks a little bit more red than it is blonde. But hey, that's just me. This card right here is gonna be like the Sephiroth of this game. Everyone and their sister is gonna be trying to go after this specific card, you know, just because it's Char. But here we are. Art, and here we have the Femel, a 0/5 base card. If you look close at the art here, we have the Zaku 2 Char's version along with the other 2 Zaku 2s flying behind it. That's pretty cool. It says, then if it's your turn, deploy 1 rested Char Zaku 2 token into play. And that's pretty cool. And it's a 3/1, so that's pretty good. Being able to deal 3 damage on things is pretty awesome. And here's Char Zaku 2. And if you take a look at the picture here, this is the different angle of the iconic kick to the Gundam, just stomping out his chest here. So everyone's gonna want this card. During pairing and when destroyed, deploy 1 rested Char Zaku 2 token. That is insane. So when you pair it with the Char, you make another token for some reason, and then when it's destroyed, you make another token. So the constant aggression is going to be awesome. So you can think of this as another way of keeping things on a board, keeping aggression on a board without having to sacrifice cards in your hand. This card is going to be really, really strong. In here we have the alt art of the Char 2, looking pretty good. I do like that painted style. In here we have one of my favorite Gundams of all time, the Gundam Sandrock. It says, when deployed, you may deploy a Magnet Quartz unit card from your hand. Obviously that means this card's probably going to get stronger as time goes by, as more Magnet cores and cards become available. But right now there's only one Gundam Sandrock, there's only one Kachiro Bauer winner, and this card is at level 5. So if you don't have the Magnet Core in your hand, it doesn't really do too much. However, it does make sense because when you do get that Magnet Core in your hand here, you're essentially getting 2 for only the cost of 3. And here's the Rick Dom. Artwork looking pretty good here. Has Breach 2, pretty good through 3 stats. And here we have the Gelgoog. It is a very strong unit with 4 attack getting in there, only for the cost of 2 on level 4. So it's pretty good. And here we have Gundam Heavy Arms. It says during pair, this unit gains Breach 3. And I'm not really sure it's only during that one turn when it's paired, or because I would think the verbiage would say while it's paired. If it has a pilot attack, it will constantly always have Breach 3, but I'm not sure. And now we have another Wing Gundam. So this is going to be the 3rd Wing Gundam of the green set here. So I'm pretty sure everyone's just going to cram in Hiroyui's and go all in with the Wing Gundams since he has the highest chance of linking with all of them here. So it's a 4/3 with only a cost 2, but it is on turn 5. But the cool thing about that is anything that's level 5 or higher cannot be targeted by the other opposing Wing Gundam, so that's pretty good. Now look at this artwork with the Shenlong Gundam. That is awesome. You know that's that Toonami moment where he's about to stop and then slash all of them boys. So we have Breach 3 straight up, nothing else. 4/3, cost 3. Kind of similar to the Gundam Heavy Arms, but it costs 1 more, so it's a turn later. In here we have the pilot of the Shenlong Gundam. I do like how all the iconic units do have their respective pilot here. I'm not sure if we've seen a Gundam Death Side as of yet. Maybe they may be saving that because that's of course America's most favored Gundam of the Wing Gundam series. So we have Wu Fei here. During your turn, if this unit has Breach, you can't receive battle damage from any units with 3 or less AP. Not worthy to deal damage to me. That is crazy. This card, oh my god. Yo, hold on, what are we fighting here? Are we gonna get trays? We better get trays, Kusrinada. Bruh, yes, absolutely. Citizens Take a Stand, a command card, says all your units gain +2 AP during this turn. Now, I do like abilities like this. These type of cards, however, are different strengths between different types of games. Now, this is more of a board breaker in my opinion. Let's say if you combine this with all the Zeon cards, it can make a lot of tokens, just making them all 5, you know, and your opponent only has a couple life left. They're going to want to block that, but this is going to make it just completely unfavorable. Of course, if you combine this maybe with the Gundam ability to give everything +1 AP, giving everything +3 AP is going to be kind of crazy. This card only costs 1, so maybe you can be like, okay, let's hold it until a couple of these. So turn 10, you can be like, I'm going to play 2 Citizens Take a Stand at the same time, give everything +4, and then of course, even if you block me, you're probably not going to have a board for next turn. So this is pretty good. And obviously the drawback about this card is, of course, when you don't have a board, this card doesn't do anything at all. So there's that to keep in mind. But I think this is a really good, you have to almost respect this card. And yes, this is the card that made me want to play green. I love the artwork. This card is just incredible in my opinion. So it says place 1 EX resource if it comes out the burst zone, or for main effect, place 1 rested resource. So just kind of a ramp again. We're trying to get into that wing Gundam, so definitely going to play as many first contacts as we can. If we can get to our wing Gundam faster, they're probably going to have a board of only level 4s or lower, so we can start taking advantage of that. And I did not know that this card had an alt art, almost like that realistic style here with her face. And yeah, we're gonna have to get 4 of these. All right, and we're gonna end it off here with Relina Peacecraft, checking out Hero walking away like a badass after he done ripped up her invitation. She don't mind. She thought that was awesome. She feeling some kind of way. Hope I made you guys feel some kind of way. If I did, go ahead and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to go ahead and see more Gundam content in the future. And let us know down below if you guys want to see Gundam TCG gameplay. I know this isn't a TCG channel, but this is Gundam, and I know we want to all try new exciting things, so let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Be sure to check this video right here where we go over all the blue Gundam cards that are released so far, and of course this one right here for all the white Gundam cards we went over so far. No life can be guarded there, guys, but keep your head up, keep moving forward, and most importantly, let nothing stop you. Peace out.